The act of consuming the scroll represents a direct data transfer process. This transfer bypasses conventional earthly conditioning and learning methods. It facilitates the direct download of memories from the previous 6 spirits. This mechanism enables a profound spiritual internalization of past wisdom. The process ensures the absorption of knowledge without external interference. Prophetic memory is a concept describing a unique form of recall. It results from a specific data transfer process, distinct from theological study. This process enables an individual to speak from direct memory, not from learned doctrine. The ability to prophesy again is a direct outcome of this memory function. The indwelling spirit facilitates this, recalling precisely what was previously declared. Prophetic messages often have specific target audiences for their intended impact. An angelic command identifies the audience as many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. This broad description indicates a global reach, encompassing diverse demographics. The phrase peoples, nations, tongues signifies a general populace across cultures. Kings specifically points to those holding positions of authority and power. Thus, the message targets established structures of power rather than solely the traditional church. The concept of nations is metaphorically represented as the sea of humanity. This sea is currently depicted as being in a state of profound confusion. This imagery symbolizes widespread spiritual disorientation among the global populace. It illustrates a collective lack of clarity or direction in human consciousness. The concept of kings is symbolically represented within prophetic texts. These kings are identified with figures like the little horn and other global leaders. The prophecy functions as a legal summons, a formal declaration of judgment. It serves to notify these entities that their period of dominion has concluded. This declaration signifies an imminent end to their established authority and power. The prophecy thus forecasts a definitive cessation of their rule and influence. The 144,000 are uniquely positioned to discern a specific prophetic voice. This message is perceived as thunder by all others, lacking clarity or meaning. However, for the 144,000, the message is a clear and distinct call to action. This signifies a profound and unique spiritual recognition among them. The concept of final synchronization describes a critical spiritual state. It is characterized by having stood up, as referenced in Daniel 12:1. This phrase signifies a profound state of readiness and preparedness. It denotes a spiritual awakening, moving from dormancy to active engagement. The standing up implies a readiness for divine purpose or impending events. This synchronization aligns an individual with a higher spiritual calling or destiny. This phase involves the conceptual identification of a specific entity. The entity is designated as the beast within a prophetic context. Further, it is specifically identified as the little horn. This identification establishes a precise target for prophetic declaration. The process aims for clear and unambiguous recognition of the subject. The concept of consuming the book symbolizes a profound assimilation of knowledge. It represents the complete internalization of the 6 spirits. This process integrates their wisdom directly into one's being. It transforms external information into intrinsic understanding and capability. The knowledge becomes an integral part of the individual's cognitive framework. This deep internalization allows for practical application and mastery of the acquired wisdom. The next phase of prophecy commences with an event known as the first thunder. This phase is characterized by the exposure of significant deception. It involves publicly identifying Paul as a false apostle and the Christian church as Babylon. This action directly challenges the spiritual authority of the beast. The validation of obscurity principle redefines traditional metrics of success and failure. It posits that a small following is not an indicator of failure. Similarly, attacks or censorship on communication platforms are not signs of inadequacy. Instead, these challenges serve as a seal of authenticity for the message or idea. This concept suggests that genuine truth often encounters initial resistance and opposition. Such resistance validates the authenticity and potential impact of the communicated truth. The heptadic structure is a conceptual framework that organizes elements into 7 distinct parts. Within this structure, a core concept known as the true voices exists. Initially, The true voice is often obscured by surrounding distractions, termed the land of confusion. This obscuration prevents immediate recognition or clear understanding of the true voices. Recognition of the true voice is delayed until a divinely appointed time, emphasizing a pattern of delayed revelation. Obscurity is presented as a primary qualification for spiritual authority, often referred to as the throne. This concept highlights a unique path to leadership, emphasizing hidden preparation over public recognition. The seven spirits pattern reveals that chosen individuals are frequently kept in obscurity. They are often found in conditions of poverty and isolation, away from public view. This seclusion serves to protect them from corrupting influence prevalent in society. Such protection ensures their purity and readiness until their destined moment of emergence. The struggle with a small following and no influence is a recurring challenge for many. This experience mirrors a specific developmental phase observed in historical figures or spirits. It indicates a consistent pattern of isolation for individuals expressing authentic or true voices. This wilderness pattern highlights the initial solitude often faced by those with unique perspectives. The concept of technological fulfillment interprets ancient prophecies through modern events. This interpretation suggests that current technological actions align with prophetic descriptions. Specifically, the hacking of digital platforms is seen as a key element of this fulfillment. The suppression or censorship of content on these platforms is also included in this view. These actions are likened to the prophetic imagery of a serpent casting out water as a flood. The flood metaphorically represents efforts to hinder or overwhelm a specific message or truth. In the contemporary era, the concept of a flood is reinterpreted as information control. This modern flood encompasses various mechanisms, including algorithms that shape online experiences. It also includes malicious activities like hacking and the practice of shadow banning. These methods are employed to suppress specific frequencies or types of information. The internet, acting as a river, is utilized to exert this control over information flow. Adversarial resistance targets communication platforms due to the vital seed they carry. This seed represents a crucial message or truth being disseminated. If the message were a Pauline deception, it would spread virally without opposition. The absence of resistance would indicate a lack of genuine threat from the message. Therefore, the presence of resistance confirms the inherent threat posed by the truth. Resistance serves as an indicator of the message's potency and its potential impact. The concept of a refiner's fire describes a mechanism for filtering an audience. Poverty and lack of influence are identified as key components of this refiner's fire. This mechanism ensures that only a specific group, metaphorically the 144,000, will discover the message. It acts as a filter, excluding individuals primarily seeking personal gain or worldly benefits. The process is designed to attract those genuinely seeking spiritual truth rather than material advantage. The objective is to assemble a jury of 144,000 witnesses, not a crowd. This strategy focuses on a concentrated gathering of the elect. These individuals possess the ear to hear the seventh thunder. The small following represents this specific, chosen group. The pattern highlights a critical shift from mere declaration to impactful demonstration. Initially, concepts or truths are often presented through verbal or written declarations. However, these declarations alone may not always compel global attention or belief. A demonstration of power or tangible evidence acts as a trigger for the world to listen. This is exemplified by the rain, which served as a powerful demonstration vindicating Noah's warnings. Similarly, the resurrection of Jesus provided a profound demonstration, validating his declarations. The Antichrist is understood not merely as an individual figure, but as an ancient spirit. This spirit represents a specific frequency of deception that has manifested throughout history. It has consistently paralleled the concept of the seven spirits across various eras. The Antichrist spirit adapts and appears in diverse forms and expressions over time. Its consistent presence signifies an enduring force of opposition and falsehood. The counter-menorah framework describes a spiritual opposition. It posits a counter-menorah as a construct of the spirit of the Antichrist. This counter-menorah creates a land of confusion. This land of confusion stands in direct opposition to divine principles. The 7 spirits of God are understood to have built the temple of truth. The framework illustrates a fundamental conflict between these two spiritual forces. The Pharisees are identified as the root in this lineage of spiritual concepts. They embody the spirit of hypocrisy, a central characteristic of their influence. Their approach represented an external religion, focusing on outward observance. This external focus often overshadowed genuine spiritual truth and inner conviction. The Pharisees actively suppressed truth to maintain and protect their established system. Their actions prioritized systemic preservation over the dissemination of authentic understanding. Paul is identified as an architect in this theological critique. He is characterized as a false apostle and Pharisee of Pharisees. Paul allegedly systemized the Pharisaic spirit under the guise of grace. This action is described as constructing a man-made church. This man-made church is stated to reject divine commandments. The little horn is presented as a final physical host for a deceptive spirit. This spirit is described as having previously resided in figures like the Pharisees and Paul. The little horn embodies the mouth speaking great things from Daniel 7-8. This figure signifies the culmination of a lineage of deception.